Guys, coming up on this month in Venture, Gavin and I talk about Tesla, we talk about Canva, but this month we're talking about a new app that just launched on iPad. Wearelunar.co is a great place for you and your business to start off with phenomenal accounting and legal services. So if you're a startup or a scale-up looking for legal and finance support, or alternatively looking to raise capital, Wearelunar.co is where you need to be starting off. These guys have been doing it for as long as the dinosaurs have roamed Earth. And if you mention this vlog, they'll give you $200 credit towards your first kickoff. It needed to happen.
Tobi's killing me. If you heard the story that I just heard from Tobi, you would be laughing like us.
It needed to happen.
We are kicking today off with the story that we finished off last month with, which was Gilmour Space technology. We're a day away from sending their first rocket into space. Unfortunately, the maiden launch was put on hold. Pre-checks failed. Hopefully, they will be back on the what do they call it? The takeoff pad soon?
Launch pad.
The launch pad. There
Launch
you go.
pad. Come on, mate. We're in Venture.
So Scaleups are scaling up. Blackbird says AI startup Heidi Health is their fastest growing startup in their portfolio beyond Canva, beyond Leonardo AI, and they're doing 23 million in ARR.
That is unbelievable. To think about how many years we've sat here and talked about our darling Mel Perkins and Cliff from Canva. To think that Blackbird is now saying
Heidi Health is faster.
Even more vertical than that.
Well, just showing that the number of startups in Australia that are creating rapid growth, rocket ship growth as you like to say, is growing year on year. The other business that's rocket ship growth is Airwallex, which have just announced that they've crossed over 800 million of ARR.
Do you know how they did that?
You're going to tell us.
I'm telling you. We're a big user of Airwallex.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We actually set up...
Your tech stack is world class.
Yeah, well, it has to be.
Okay.
We've got amazing customers that we need to serve. Including you and another guy called Appel at another place. But we actually set up digital wallets for all of the staff on Airwallex. Okay. So they've got their Apple Pay, they can go and get the coffee and the milk and the tea and the paper and this and that for community. Smart. They tap their Airwallex. So I'd like to think I'm responsible for, maybe not for the whole 800 million,
but a little chunk of it.
Maybe $800.
Speaking of Airwallex, they have also closed their Series F, $300 million capital raise, one of the largest capital raises Australia's ever seen, and that puts their valuation at 6.2 billion US, creeping up to that 10 billion Australian dollar mark.
Incredible. Well done, guys.
Hospitality startup EatClub raised $16 million. Amber Electric raised $45 million to go global. And Tracksuit, marketing startup Tracksuit, raised $38 million at a 400 mil val.
Yeah, amazing. And some out of San Francisco,
so
VMG
some
Partners.
international VCs investing in Australia and New Zealand startups, which is great.
Bring us back home, Gav.
So we are going back home. So UniSuper have increased their allocation to CSIRO-owned Uniseed. I always got, when I was writing this, like Uniseed, UniSuper. So Uniseed have received $25 million more from UniSuper, takes UniSuper up to $100 million of investment into that VC, and they back early stage research that's spun out of Australian universities and the CSIRO.
Fantastic.
And then the other VC worth noting this month is Glitch Capital, which has just raised $50 million. It's a new VC founded by founders who have built unicorn startups, companies like Go1, a Cloud Guru, Aconex, and others.
You see this? I'm glitching. I'm glitching.
Toby. There's some huge deals happening on the global scale. Do you want to kick us off with the first one?
Amazon, AWS.
AWS are increasing their spend on data centers in Australia, and we know a lot about data centers. We speak about AirTrunk and who else? NextDC and others. Man. They're increasing their spend by $20 billion over the next 5 years.
Incredible. And actually, we're working on some stuff at the moment with the next person you're about to speak with.
Which is AU-listed WiseTech.
Phew.
They are buying New York-listed logistics company E2 Open in a $3.25 billion deal.
Bang! I love that. WiseTech, I've had some close encounters with WiseTech over the last several months. They're a great group of people.
The next one's a good one. Sam Altman, Johnny Ives, coming together. Well, actually, they co-founded this business together. The business is called I.O. The business has been acquired by OpenAI
Yeah.
for $6.5 billion. This company started less
stock.
than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys might remember Johnny Ives he's the infamous designer from Apple who built the iPhone, the iPad, the Apple Watch, and many other
And he's a very
products.
sophisticated man, and he talks very well in some of these marketing content pieces that he creates.
He actually just was on a vlog, was interviewed, at the Stripe conference by one of the co-founders of Stripe.
Yeah,
It was
so
an
that,
outstanding
going back
vlog
to
if you
Johnny
wanna watch
very
it.
quickly, I'm not sure. I'm not
sure about what?
So I think OpenAI is probably trying to move into the device market.
That's what they say.
With a pendant, a phone, a pad,
There's only so many
computer.
devices that we can have.
I'm just trying to think about what I'm missing in my life that would be like,
I'm keeping my options open here. I mean, I've currently bought nearly every product that Johnny's built.
Yeah, but you know the humane pin?
Yeah, I don't use that. That's too much.
Well, what else?
I don't wear a brooch.
Hey, ChatGPT, what do we do? Where am I? What's the history of this place? Like,
Can we talk about Elon Musk?
can we?
So his stint in the US government at the Doge is over.
Yeah.
They had a very public fight on X between Elon Musk and Trump. They then made up a day later. Certainly made a lot of headlines.
I think the New York Times or the New York Post said, "I hate my ex," which was a photo of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I thought that was brilliant, James. If you can get a
Why don't I read the stuff that you come up with?
Generally it's trash, but that was a good one.
So a week after this fight, where the X is made up,
Kissed and made up, yep.
Neuralink, which is the brain implant startup that Elon Musk founded, raised $650 million at a $9 billion valuation.
I
think that's one of like 12 or 15 companies that Elon Musk is running at the same time.
Yep.
The other company he's running is Tesla.
Yep.
And Tesla next week, literally next week, are launching their robo-taxi service, which is going to turn all their Model Ys and other cars into autonomous robo-taxis.
So I'm very excited about that, but what I'm more excited about, because I'm a Tesla junkie.
You got two.
I got two, but I got a lot more stock than two as well. Like I'm constantly buying shares in Tesla. I really believe in the future of Tesla. But what I'm really excited about is when definitely not financial advice. When you go to order your Tesla, the car will come off the production line and drive itself to your house. You won't have to go to the dealership. It'll get delivered to your door autonomously.
So talking about autonomous vehicles, in the US, in San Francisco predominantly, we often get a lot of videos from friends who go there and they're getting a Waymo, which is Google's autonomous vehicle startup. They've just ticked over 10 million paid rides.
That's incredible. I was in LA a few weeks back. I didn't get in a Waymo, but I was blown away just watching this car just take corners and go through the lights, and no one's in the car.
We have never done what we're about to do next on this vlog.
What's that?
This vlog's been going for over 3 years. We've never done this. App of the month.
Yeah, I saw your app of the month.
Mate, this is big.
WhatsApp with your app of the month?
I'm telling you, WhatsApp has been announced and launched as an iPad app, a native iPad app, and it has changed my life.
Do you really love WhatsApp? Yeah. I actually avoid it.
Well, you can't avoid it.
No,
Everybody's on WhatsApp.
No, yeah, but I only. But
anyway,
I only speak to my friends that don't have iPhones on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp users have been screaming about this since the day WhatsApp launched their app. They've now got it on their iPhone, the Mac, and now the iPad, so I'm a happy boy.
I'm happy for you. For me, I stick to the natives. iMessage, Apple Music, iCloud.
He's a simple man.
Yes. I do like Google and G Suite and stuff like that as well.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, guys. See you on the next one.
See you later.